Annie, bring me your note.
Yeah?
Please?
Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again.
Please take care of our little girl. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon.
We have left half of a silver locket around her neck and kept the other half, so that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby.
Oh my goodness, now they're laughing. All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out?
Gee, I dream about having a mother and father again, but you're lucky. You really got them.
I know, somewhere. Or maybe real nearby. He may be shaking his tie. In a house, all hidden by a hill.
She's in playing piano.
He's getting paid all bill. Betcha they're young, betcha they're smart.
But they collect things like ashtrays and art.
Betcha they're old, why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So now it's the last one of its Betcha she sews. Maybe she's making a closet of clothes. Maybe they're as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So now this the last one of its kind. Won't you get your baby?
Now what?
Annie, what you doing?
Run away!
Oh my goodness.
My clothes are never coming to me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm ready. Wish me luck.
Well, Annie, so long, dumb bell. Good luck.
Aha! Gotcha! Get up! Get up! Now turn around. I said turn around. There. Now what do you say? What do you say? I love you, Miss Hannigan. Rotten orphan. I'm not an orphan. My children.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I
I
love
love you, Miss Hannigan.
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
You, get her out of there. Your days are numbered. All right, breakfast.
Hot mush.
No, not hot mush. Cold mush. And after your mush, you'll go straight to your sewing machine. There's an order of dresses that you have to finish if you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up. Laundry man, clean sheets once a month whether you need them or not. Hey, acting like a cute staff that's supposed to. Bundles, get out of here with that laundry. So long, gorgeous, and Merry Christmas. You call this place clean, Annie? It looks like a pigsty. Annie?
Here.
What do you mean Annie ain't here? Just wet bundles.
In the laundry bag.
Bundles! Police! Police!
Lucky jump, she got away.
So we're gonna have to pay.
Gonna get our kisses back. Gonna get on that goes fast. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's the hard knock life.
Excuse me, mister, but do you mind donating an apple to the orphanage picnic?
Sure, why not? No one's finding them anyway.
Gee, thanks, mister.
Say, when is this orphanage picnic anyway?
Soon as I take a bite.
Hey, seen any stray mutts around here?
No, ma'am.
Good, then they must be running wild all over Astor Place.
Hey, there's one they didn't get. Here, girl. Sit. Hey, girl. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after you too. But I ain't gonna let them get you or me. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just dig out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow, come what may. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Hey, you there! Little girl, come here!
Yes, officer? A stray? Oh no, officer. She's my dog.
Your dog. Huh. So what's your name?
Well, her name is Sandy. Right, Sandy. I call her Sandy because of her nice sandy color.
Sam. Let's see your answer to her name.
Well, you see, officer, I just got her in some... Here, Sandy. Here. Come, Sandy. Sit. 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 Good girl.
Next time I see you with this Sandy, I want to see her on a leash and with a license, or else she's going to the pound.
Yes, officer.
Now get away with yourself before you catch your death. A cold.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just dig out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day
This Hannigan is Mary Smith from Coney Island.
Yeah?
Molly just threw up on it.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, day and night, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with, a little girl. Someday I'll stamp out their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the flight, send the blue, anything that you can do to little girls. You cheated! Yes, you did!
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan. Is it? I'm Lieutenant Ward, 17th Precinct. We found her right away.
Oh, thank you, officer!
She was one of them Hoover bills over to the river with a bunch of bums.
They weren't bombs.
Had a mangy butt with her, but he got away.
Thank you, officer. My poor pumpkin out there in the thin sweater, in the cold with just a thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, I don't ever want to hear you running away from this nice lady.
Well, the next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Are you glad to be back?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Letter! It's the one thing I always taught you. Never tell a lie. The Oliver Warbucks, the millionaire.
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite orphans to spend the Christmas holiday at his home.
What sort of orphan do you have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent
Mississippi, capital M-I-S-S-I-S-I-V-I, Mississippi.
and cheerful.
You, shut up. And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. Oh, say 8 or 9? 10? 11? Yes, 11 would be perfect.
Sorry, we don't have any orphans that age.
What about this child right here?
Annie, oh no, you don't want Annie.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' home?
I'd love to.
You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Perhaps I should call the Board of Orphans.
If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you'll get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh, boy!
Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is outside.
Oh, boy, I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it.
All right, Tia.
Someday I'll land in a night house with all the nuts in the swirls. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of a little girl.
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake. Everyone? Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, Miss, we're expecting him at any minute.
Do you really live here, or is this a train station?
We do live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
This is Annie, the orphan who will be with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, Miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first, then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning here. You're our guest. And for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now,
No bubbles, I think.
all that comes in to make your bed.
Still, no fat cheese, I think. I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, bring my drink. Drink will bring your
How was your flight from Chicago?
Yes, sir? President Roosevelt, what you were talking about at the White House. Mr. Warbucks. This is Annie, Mr. Warbucks. The orphan will be with us for Christmas. I'm sorry, sir. You just said orphan, so I chose a girl. Oh, it's just Annie, Mr. Warbucks, sir. I haven't got a last name, and I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
Oh, that's all right. I couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll start on the figures on the artwork that went from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
Well, I suppose we should do something special on your first night. Would you like to go to the movie?
Gee, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy. And then an ice cream soda at Uncle Myers.
Golly!
And a Hinton cab ride around Central Park.
Oh, boy!
Grace, forget the dictation for tonight. We'll take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong, Annie?
It's just, well, I thought you were going to take it.
Oh no, I'll be far too busy tonight. Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks. And then Amanda's running a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Oh, sure, I know. That's what it's all about.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Get our coats.
Oh, boy!
And Grace will come too, of course.
Which car will you be renting, sir?
The Deuce first. No, wait. This orphanage thing picks up at an orphanage. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Everybody's lost.
Yes, sir.
Ah, smell those bus fumes. There's no air like the air of New York. Come on, slow folks. We gotta get the rest of the fresh. Addressed to NYC.
Once again, we bring you romance with someone who proves at age 25 or more, romance in life not GPO.
God, I hope not. Get up with me, Hannigan. What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Hanny already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, these have to be signed and returned to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that he wants to adopt her.
Hanny, the daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for just 1 second, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Rooster, they fucking let you out of prison? What for?
Someone geezer said I swindled him out of $1,100.
Why do you say that? Because the rooster swindled them out $1,100.
Sis, I'd like to be a friend of mine from...
Jersey City. Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
You're on the way in. Looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks?
Yeah, Annie, one of the orphans here, is getting adopted by
Crummy orphan.
Yeah, living in the lap of luxury while two handy kids ended up on the skids. There, how we scratch with 3 or 4 bucks.
the little brat. It ain't fair this here life is driving peanuts. While we get peanuts, she
Yes. Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help, but I'm telling you that you've got to do something. All right, we'll talk about it on Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you and Mrs. Roosevelt come here for supper Christmas Eve? You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
Package from Tiffany's?
Arrived this morning.
Fine. I'll give it to her and tell her I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Amy, can we have a man-to-man talk? Of course not. Annie, when I was a boy, my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself that someday, one way or another, I was going to be rich, very rich. But recently, I realized that if you have no one to share your wealth with, if you're alone, then you might as well be broke. I was in Tiffany's yesterday, and I got you this.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks.
It's a silver locket. I noticed that old broken one you always wear, and I thought, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket. So we'll just take this old one off and...
No, I want the one.
What's wrong?
This rocket, my mom and dad left it when they left me at the orphanage. A note, too. I know I'm going to let me stay here with you for Christmas, but the one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and father and be like kids with both of my own.
It'll be all right. I'll find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father if he has to put everyone in the organization on the job, if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
I'll go straight up to the White House. Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks,
I know, but it may be the best clue we have of finding your parents. Annie, you may be meeting your parents in a couple of days. Really? What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
and pretty soon, everyone will look for my books because I'm going on the radio and gonna tell them. So make sure you listen, okay?
Smiles, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. And good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy.
Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I'm conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I am offering a certified $50,000 check to anyone who can prove they are Annie's parents.
Wow!
So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say oxen. Yes, this is your old softie, Mrs. Healy's boy, Bert, saying, until next week, same time, same station, good night.
Annie on the radio, coast to coast, she's famous. I was on the radio. Me too. Who wants to be on the double radio?
I do. So for all of the Our Smiles family, this is Bert Healy saying.
Hey ho, Lip, hey Dapper Dan, you both got your style of brother. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes become rumbling, stand out of brother. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on these streets that they're wrong? It's what you learn from ear to ear, and not from head to toe. So generous, so on for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed. Though you lay your best, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, 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 Johnny, smile.
What are you still doing up?
Annie was on the radio.
Yeah, I heard. Next thing she'll be in the movies. Now get to bed. $50,000 reward. But I couldn't do with $50,000.
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady who runs this orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, we had terrible troubles back then. We had to leave the baby here, on the front stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? Where did you say you were from again?
Little farm up in Canada, where they got lots of chickens and geese and ducks and roosters. Arr, arr, arr!
Rooster? I never would have known it was even 100 years.
Fool Jackie, I work for full Warbucks too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
But we gotta do it fast. get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's a problem. What are we gonna do with her afterwards?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. We get the cash, then Little Me will meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy Street, Easy Street, that's where we're gonna be. And
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come by special messenger of the FBI.
Oh, finally. E.J. Gunderson located the manufacturer of Ames Locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
Over 90,000 made and sold.
Ah, gee.
And I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think that there's a chance in a million of fixing your parents to the locket.
That's okay. You tried your best. I guess we can get along without folks after all. You didn't turn out so bad.
And I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can have my real mother
name? Ralph Mudge. Mrs. wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
We've seen a great number of people who
I expect you'll be one to prove who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate.
baby girl, name, Anne Elizabeth Mudge, born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, October 28, 1922.
October 28th, that's my birthday.
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing the locket.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left her half of the silver locket and kept the other half. Yes, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph. She's our Annie.
So... What about the money, Mr. Mudge?
Well, we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I've offered $50,000 in a certified check to anyone who can prove they're Annie's parents?
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that little pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow, Christmas, when you can come pick up her and the check?
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie love.
Until tomorrow morning, hon. Then you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops, pardon me, Toots.
Well, this is... Drake champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate because we've just heard the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast. To Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge. Annie,
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
sir, I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before. That he's not who he says he is.
And we won't give her up till we're certain.
But how?
I'll go straight to the top. Up to the President of the United States. Even if he is a Democrat.
It's as nice as right here. Betcha my life, it's gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Farrell, Mr. Warbucks.
You're up early.
You're up early too.
We've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming in and out.
Really?
Yes. Did you know that President Roosevelt's here?
Really? Oh boy! Hi, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, FBI Director Hoover telephoned with some very sad news. He succeeded in tracing the identity of the parents.
You mean Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
No. David and Margaret Bennett.
But
Annie?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
oh, gee.
Are you alright, Annie?
Yes, because I know they love me and they were gonna come back for me. If they weren't
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. But wait, who the heck is Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but no one knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Sir, Miss Hannigan and the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids. Hi, Annie. Look, kids, there's presents for all of us.
Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here. And I know you anyways.
Well, I guess I ought to introduce you to everyone. This is, my secretary, Miss Farrell. This is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drake.
Sir, this has just come from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just came to pick up Andy and the check.
Yes, the check. Here.
Certified. Paid to the order of the jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Also known as Danny the Dip.
Let's turn them over.
Yes, sir.
And I think you'll find that this woman is their accomplice. This woman.
These people till yesterday. Come on, man. Annie, tell them how good and nice I always was to you. I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie. Miss Hannigan's gone for good. Yay!
And you kids won't have to work anymore.
Yes, girls, for you and perhaps for all of us, this is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life. A new deal. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.
I like it too, Roosevelt. A new deal. The sun will come out tomorrow, tonight until tomorrow. Sun, just thinking about tomorrow. Please awake the cobwebs and sorrow till there's none. And I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely. I just take out my chair and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.
All right, thank you so much for coming tonight. We're going to turn on the house lights so that we can. We're going to turn on the house lights so we can do vows. We practiced this once before, but they had a little direction from me, so I'm going to help them out again. So let's give a round of applause for all of our set and prop crew. lighting crew. Our police usherette, bundles, apple seller, dog catcher. People off the street and servants. Sound effects guy, Bert Peely, Luis, our President Roosevelt. We also need to bring out Honey, our puppy that helped us out, and start the beat. Lily, Rooster, Miss Hannigan, Warbucks, Grace, and Annie. One more round of applause for Mr. Warbucks. And for our poor lady who could not get a mic that worked tonight, Maya. Thank you. If you donated to Fund a Need, this will be life-changing next year. Because we have 8 wireless mics that we are getting.
And if you haven't donated, we will still take your money to buy more microphones.